Hello everyone, my name is Clutch, and welcome to Lucifer Mechanics Garage of drag, speed, and styrene customs fabrication.
Those gears straight at all. The front wheels never touch the ground, destroying everything that affects, making me rich for my sins. Welcome to the Lucifers Mechanics Garage.
How's it going everyone? This is Clutch coming at you another edition of Lucifer Mechanics Garage. The last couple of days I've been, ever since my birthday Sunday, I've been eating like crazy. I'm a diabetic, so I've been eating some sweets and cakes and all kinds of stuff. So I woke up this morning with my sugar about 400, which if anybody has sugar or any knows about sugar knows that that's really, really high. So I had to like almost double my insulin. So my eyesight is like really horrible today. And I'm really kind of woozy in the head, but I'm think it's working its way down. I just checked it; it's down to 170 something. So I was going to work on the chassis today, and decided that till I get my eyesight and everything going here in the next couple of days, I think I'm just going to take a break. But I laid out the brackets that's going to go right in here. That's the brackets that come out to the control arms. I got to get them set, and then I got to get the rear end set and all that set in there how it needs to be before I can decide on how the control arms how long they're going to be, so I can get everything squared in there. But there's something that I'm doing today. Actually, what has happened is I don't know. The last couple months, I've been running real short on supplies, like tubing and rod and a lot of styrene and stuff that I used up, and it's just I need to re-up my order and order some more. So I'm sitting down today. Going through Hobby Link, picking out all the stuff that I need. Hobby Link is a place that I get a lot of my stuff. Because they got a point system and everything, and they take money away, so it's a pretty nice little setup they have over there. Plus, they got just about everything you need over there. And so I was doing that, but I'm also, if you see right here, I don't know if you remember about 3 or 4 videos ago, I had a thing called Box Stock Detail Up and Full Scratch Built Madness, where I said that I wanted to build somewhat of a box stock model again. And after doing a lot of picking and looking just what's on my shelf, just one to pick of of what I want to do. Now, this kit is wonderful. It's got a lot of cool detail in it, a lot of cool stuff. I'm really looking forward to putting it together. Like I said, I'm not going to try to get too crazy with scratch building and detailing, but we have to do it here in the shop. We're going to have to do it. Because we're going to be putting a lot of aftermarket parts, Model Car Garage, Detail Master, Extreme, custom parts over there with Chip and Lisa. We're going to be doing some orders from over there, and so I'm just sitting down writing up a list the stuff that I want, that I need, I already got tons and tons of aftermarket stuff, but there's a few things that I want to get for this special. I'm definitely going to change the tires and rims. I really don't know the setup here. I didn't measure them, so I don't know if they meant for this to be a 16-inch and these are 14-inch rims. But that's what I'm assuming. I'm going to have to measure them out, and I'm just going to switch up the tires and rims. I'm going to use the headers. I'm basically going to use the motor and everything that's in the kit, the Y block. I'll get to it here in a minute of all the stuff I'm going to do with it. But, there's just a bunch of stuff that I'm going to do to it, as we get down. Like I said, I'm going to try to build this within a couple of months, because we really got to get going on the 62. So hopefully I can swing this in here. Plus, I'm wanting to get in on Chips over on Chevy Cheeseburger, his page. He's got the 61 Impala build off that he's having. So I really would like to get in on that, but I don't know. It just depends on how long this takes. But I'm shooting for a couple months on this, guys. I went in last night, got a bunch of reference pictures, opened up a file in my computer, in my pictures, and just started downloading frame reference pictures, motor, transmission, different colors, interior shots. That's what I like to do for all my projects. I put them in a separate file. That way, all I can do is go to it and just look them up, and then if I try to get reference for something, it's just right there. So try to do that if you can for every project you do, and put them in a nice file, so that way you have it all. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to tearing into this, guys. I opened it up, but you've seen reviews on this kit. I don't have to really tell you. There's going to be a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be changing on it and doing just a little bit of fab work to it, to update it a little bit from the kit. But we're not going to get too crazy with it. I still ain't picked out the color and stuff. So I'm just, like I said, I downloaded a bunch of cars, stock version of like factory colors, photos of these cars, and got like 10 or 15 different ones, with two tones and straight colors, and or all solid colors and everything, to try to pick out what I'm going to do. But before we do anything on that today, what I'm doing, just until I let my sugar go down a little bit, so I can hopefully tomorrow I'll get it straightened out. My eyesight will be coming back and everything. I can get started on the 62. But today what I'm doing is I'm just kind of going over the motor, seeing some stuff that I could do. Like I said, I don't want to get too crazy with it, but there is some stuff that I'm wanting to change. If you notice, I cut all my pieces off on the tree, and then what I do is I go in and I lay them down flat, and I cut them with a knife, because when you cut them, you get that stress cut in them, no matter how sharp your blades are. Sometimes you can't get in there good enough when they're on the tree, and you pull out and it leaves holes in them. But yeah, I went over it just to look to see, what stuff I'm going to do. First thing I'm going to do, though, I think, is, the block is pretty detailed. It's not, big detail on it a lot. But what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to cut the 3-speed off of it. I'm assuming that's a 3-speed, yeah. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to put a top loader 4-speed on it. Adapt the top loader 4-speed in there, and then I'm going to go in and make the brackets for the shifter and run the linkage and everything on it. I'm going to get the 4-speed top loader. It's actually the AMT kits, the NASCAR kit, the 90s kits, like for the Fords and and so forth. They use a Jericho style top loader transmission, and I'm gonna probably use one out of one of them kits, because I got tons and tons of extra parts to them. But yeah, the headers are real nice. I really like them. We'll shape them up a little bit, take some of the flatness out of them, and places where you can see where they're molded together to bring some of the realism out of them. And like I said, I'm going to cut them down just a little bit. I'm going to put some model car garage flanges on them and cap them off. And then when they're hanging out like so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tube back here like it's been welded, and then I'm going to run exhaust come out the back and make it look like you just uncap it for, like, if you're going to the drag strip or whatnot. I'm probably going to go with a aftermarket GM alternator. The timing cover is pretty nice detail. It's got the fuel pump, and the water pump looks to be pretty detailed. I don't know, I do a little bit of work to it. The intake for sure, it's got the 2-barrel intake. It's really not that much to write home about. But what I'm going to do is to make these Y blocks, to make a 2.4 tonal ram, is not that hard at all. Because basically all they do is what they do is they just run. I can't find my nut. Oh, here it is. What they do is they just run it's just like the top of like your Chevrolet tonal rams and stuff that comes on your Fords, like your Williams. basically what they do is it's just the top part, and they just run a block, just the aluminum, block on top of this. So it's nothing. It wouldn't be that hard to replicate, So we're going to do that. We're going to use the stock valve covers. Of course, we're going to strip them, and the Edelbrocks, and we're going to strip them, and paint them, aluminum, put some metallizers on them, and then replace these simulated bolts with RB Motion aftermarket stuff. And I don't know, we're just gonna, I'm gonna get some aftermarket model car garage pulleys and stuff, and make the brackets, for the alternator and whatnot. And but yeah, I gotta kind of get all this right here set, especially the motor and transmission, so that way I can modify the transmission mount on the frame, and then we'll be able to take it from there, but I'm really looking forward to tearing into this. I'm going to try to work on it 3 or 4 days. I mean, but probably about 3 days out of the week, and still continue with the 62 Biscayne. We're still going to, I haven't forgot the 61 Dodge Dart wagon chassis. We're going to get to it in the next week or so, finish up the back half. I was kind of fooling with it about 3 or 4 days ago, getting the jig ready for doing the rear wheel wells, and the door hinges, I haven't forgot them, and then the semi-Hemi heads and the valve covers. We're all going to get back to it, guys, so don't think I forgot about it, so we can get them done. So but anyway, that's what we're getting into, guys. Today and tomorrow I'm going to be like I said, I'm going to be ordering some stuff, which I always like to do. And but this is it, guys. This is the pick that I'm going to do. So look forward for updates coming soon. So until next time, brothers and sisters, love your family, love your pets, love your friends, build smart, build efficient. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Sunday! Everybody gather around the strip for a once-in-a-lifetime drag. We have a very special race for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have Lucifer driving his full nitro funny car Camaro, ready to shred tires in competition at hellish speed. Lucifer will be holding grudge matches all night, gambling for souls. Don't fret, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing will slow down his car, not even after crashes. Gashes are being completely mangled, all thanks to Lucifer's mechanic. He can fix it all. It won't rest until Lucifer is reigning champion.